Good day, esteemed fellow students. You are welcome to today's Saturday class. With me again, this is AL-AYYÖBY, and we shall be talking about the pronunciation of these letter combinations in English words. AR, ER, IR, OR, and UR. Basically, these letter combinations are pronounced as long vowels, but most people tend to generalize, whereas there are instances in which they are pronounced as a schwa. When we say a schwa, it's a weak vowel that doesn't have any house, no home for it. It only overrides any dweller of a house that is weak. The moment it discovers that any vowel is found in a syllable that is not stressed, it knows that the syllable is not strong. So it is weak. The schwa will just come to override it. That's what it does. That's why it is the commonest sound in English. There is no way you speak 3 words consecutively without pronouncing the schwa, except that you do not know how to pronounce or when to pronounce it. Now, come with me as I unveil to you how and when we pronounce each of these as a long variant and when to pronounce it as a schwa. AR is usually pronounced as a long R, as we have in this. Art, cat, party. But why do we pronounce the AR as a long vowel here? We pronounce it as a long vowel just because the syllable in which it is found is stressed in each of them. These are nouns, and a noun, when it is monosyllabic, we stress it on the first syllable. Likewise, when it is disyllabic, that is, when it has 2 syllables, we stress it on the first syllable. So this one, noun that has 2 syllables, pa and ti, we stress it on the first syllable. So we stress pa. Therefore, the AR here is strong because it has a stress. So we say party, party. We stress it and we pronounce it as a long vowel. Party. Now, coming to this word, sugar. Sugar, it's also a noun, and the AR is falling on the syllable that is not stressed because we stress the first syllable and we do not stress the second. So the AR here is not stressed, it is weak. It is weak, and the schwa is there. The schwa will just come to override it because it is weak. So it is pronounced as a schwa. It's a sugar, sugar. I believe you also know some other words that are pronounced in the same way, like molar, etc. Please, you can generate them. Molar, for example, molar, solar. You don't say molar, solar. You say molar, solar, sugar, etc. Now, moving to the second one, ER is pronounced when the syllable in which it is found is stressed. So we pronounce it as a long R. We say purge. This is a verb and it has only 1 syllable. So we stress it. The syllable is stressed and the ER very strong. So the schwa can never find a way to override it. We now pronounce it as a long R. We say purge, purge, purge. And this one, serve, serve. I know most people will say serve or patch. No, say purge and serve respectively. Now, when this ER is found in a syllable that is not stressed, you know that the ER is weak and the schwa is there to override it. Now we have this word. It's a verb. It's a verb and it has 2 syllables. The first is per and the second is sieve. And the rule says we stress the verb that has 2 syllables on the second syllable. So we have to stress this, and this is not stressed. When this is not stressed, the per is not stressed, so we know it is weak, and the schwa is there just to override it. The schwa will just come, and we pronounce this as per. We don't say perceive, no, we say perceive, and we don't say perceive as some people do pronounce it. They will say perceive, no, we say perceive. Perceive, we pronounce the ER here as a schwa. You see, the ER that we pronounce as here, we now pronounce it as the schwa, perceive. Likewise, in this word, conservation, conservation, or reservation, this word ends in ION. And the rule says when the word ends in ION like this, we stress it at the penultimate syllable. The syllable before the last syllable will be stressed. So this is the syllable that will be stressed. In that case, the ER here is falling in a syllable that is not stressed. Therefore, the schwa will come it is wrong. You say firm, firm, first, first, not first. Then third, not third. The IR in each of these words is pronounced as a long because the syllable in which it is found is stressed. So it is wrong. The schwa can never find its way to override it. Now moving to this word, it also ends in shan, I-O-N. And the rule says we stress achieve the stress. So it is weak. And now you when you add Asian to it becomes a schwa because we stress this a, then this one becomes a schwa. We now say confirmation, confirmation. So this and this are pronounced in the same way, the same pronunciation. I'm sorry, this and this. You say confirmation and this also confirmation. You don't say confirmation, you don't say confirmation. Lastly, you are gives us the sound as we have in Thursday. Thursday. This is a noun and it is stressed on the first syllable. Thursday, Thursday. And further, further, further. Good. When it is now found in a syllable that is not stressed, then we pronounce it as a schwa. For example, when you have a word like this as a verb, it's a verb and it has two syllables. The first is serve and the second is price. In this case, you stress the second syllable because it is a verb. When you now stress the second syllable, you say that this syllable is weak because it doesn't have a stress. It is weak. The schwa will just come to override it and it becomes the schwa. You say surprise, surprise. I will surprise you, not I will surprise you. So that's that about these letter combinations. Don't forget to like our lesson, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.